Hello. Hi, my name is Ipe. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director from Singapore. Hello to all the USANA bosses from the Asia Pacific region. Hello. I need to see all the wonderful chats that is coming in. Say hello to everyone from all over the world. All right. So this is actually our first Asia Pacific online training. And today is the start of the first 30 minutes Power Up Your Mind Talk. And in just 30 minutes, I can guarantee that you will be so hyped up and ready to kickstart your day. All right. So it's going to be very, very exciting. So we have the chat. Please show your excitement in the chat, and whatever that you agree with Lucas, please type in the chat so that we know that it's going to spike you up. All right. So our topic for today is on procrastination, and I believe a lot of you are struggling with it. And today our speaker, he is actually a doer. And every year you are here, somehow you are here, or you will see his name popping up from somewhere, be it a contest, be it an award, or his new rank up. You will keep seeing him. Why? Why is that so? Because he has a plan that he has set up for himself, and he is someone who is focusing on action itself. All right, so today he is speaking to us as an executive 10-star diamond director, and he will be sharing with you 3 important steps on how to overcome procrastination. So let's give a big written applause to welcome Lucas Lim. Hi, Lucas. We can't hear you. Yes.
Yes. Hi, Yipe. Thank you for the introduction. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, the healthiest family on earth. It's a great privilege to be given this opportunity to share about stop procrastination. I believe every part of our entire USANA journey, we will face this natural. It just comes to you natural. The word procrastination. Because throughout the whole journey, whether you are now at the beginning or at the mid of running rank advance year after year, or you are even at the top, because all this will always seep in. Why? Today, I'll share with you 3 major elements. The first one is we must create the must-win mindset, because the must-win mindset will help you to propel all the obstacles that you will go through the entire journey. Because every industry, I was in the corporate world, I have my qualms, I have my procrastination, I have my obstacles. Because every industry, when you understand it, once you understand it, when you already make that decision, you see, I need to emphasize here about decision. A lot of people, they tell me, even if they are with USANA for a couple of months, couple of years, I find that talking to them, I find that they have not put their heart and soul and still allow procrastination to sit in. Because procrastination is the word, it's a bad word, it's a vulgar word in our journey. Because the most crucial time when we start this journey, we must make this decision. What decision is that? Decision to be the change. Be the change. Because if you don't change, if you use whatever you had before in your previous career, your previous industry, no matter how good you are or you were before, this industry will challenge you, because this industry need you to be the change. And after that, you just have to be with that change, doing that thing you have never done before. Like myself, I was in a corporate world. I've never represented any nutrition supplement, let alone talk about this very unique, phenomenal business entity. You have to be the change. After some time, some people will take a longer time. Some people will take very short time to be the change. You have an improved version of yourself. Do not even need to compare, especially when you are day one, because you need to be able, if you're able to sell one Prof. Arnold C100 or one Essential, challenge yourself next day or next week that you can sell 2. Because anytime you are better than you were before, you're on the way. You're already in the journey. Because if you believe that you made the change, and when you change, you don't go around telling people that you have changed. Just like when I represent the biggest conglomerate entity luxury company in the world, LVMH. So I belong to the wine and spirits. So whenever people see me that do not remember my name, Lucas, they only remember I am Dom Pignon, I'm Hennessy, I'm Johnny Walker. They just call the brand by itself because I made a brand of myself when I was so successful in my corporate world. But then again, when I represent full time from day one, I still remember I came back. Come this July, it will be 10 years. I come back 2010, 1st of July. When I come back, first day, I'm already full-time USANA. I try to tell people that now I'm doing nutrition. I try to tell people I have changed my career. No one will believe you. But then again, the change will only when you persistently continuing doing the change. And finally, people will remember Lucas Lim is now doing USANA. How long does it take? It take me a year or two. Some people will take even longer because they do not represent the change. After the change, they have not actually improved the version of what they are doing. And of course, the most important thing is that after you have after you have become a new version of yourself, you grow into a new you. And that is the shoe that you're going to wear. Because a lot of people let procrastination seep in and they have this multiple personality because they tend to know a lot of things. I was in the liquor industry. I represent the wine and spirit, the best one in the world. I only know about wine and spirits. I was so focused. But then again, I'm in health and wealth creation, robust health and wealth creation, abundance. I was already telling people that I found my life a new endeavor, a new direction. And the time, I can tell you, at this very first clause, I'm still talking about creating a must-win mindset. The first one is that I must create the momentum. More than 50% of our entire USANA journey is creating the momentum that most people gave in or gave up because they keep allowing that procrastination to allow them to feel doubtful, to allow them to feel lack confidence, because all this, just like whatever we start to do, these are all the noises. The noises, as you tag along, the noises will be loud. You just have to understand one thing. That's why I emphasize of the must-win attitude, the must-win mindset. Because USANA is something that from day one I need to vote. What I need to vote, because I need to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The more positive things I do, the more I disallow procrastination to enter, the more I can see the light closer. The light is glowing. I'm running at the right direction. The more I allow people, the doubtful or the people that doesn't support you, and you keep mixing with those kind of people, you just imagine. I always like this word. Show me your friends and I show you your future. Because if you still mix with the friends that talk about how bad is the world, all the negative things, I can tell you, your world will be destroyed by them. But then again, we are human beings. We will have to make our life decision, because that is the thing that we need to do. Because once we are creating that momentum, that creations is the most important, that we have this belief that no other things can ever touch us. After creating the momentum, we have to move to the next one. It's like developing the momentum, because you have the momentum, you have the people, you have the team. How to make a team? You just need to get one people. You just have to convince one people to take the products or journey with you in this very unique industry. You already have a journey. Just develop that one person. One person, you and the one person, you have two person. Two person go out to look for another two person. You will understand the power of exponential growth. Because when you actually developing the momentum, I back you, because I learned this word from early days of Gary Vaynerchuk. He always say about macro action. Macro action is that you just have to do so much. There's so many rejection, failure, you just obstacles, you just have to just bombard through them, because all these are trying to block your success. And when this able to block you and delay you, and that's where procrastination sits in, because that your macro action, a lot of massive action, you will just go through all the things that you need to go through, because always remember, rejections, temporary failure is the fertilizer of growth. You need them. If you want to be successful, you need them. I've always tell people, the first couple of years when I joined USANA, I keep getting the top enroller of the year in USANA Malaysia. I was so happy, and keep on year after year, people ask me, what is my secret? I say the whole of Malaysia, I'm the only one who get rejected the most. And I'm so proud. And people don't understand, why do you need rejection so much in order for you to be top enroller? Because I do not allow rejections. I do not allow procrastination, because that vocabulary is not in my dictionary. Because that is things that gonna delay your success, delay your dreams, delay your achievement. You have no room for this kind of thing. And when you're able to create the momentum, you develop, because when you have the people, you have to be their best friend. Because at initial stage, I still believe that I have something I want them to follow. When I understand personally, I learned that I have to adapt to many different characters, different teammates, different tertiary educations and upbringing. I have to make myself that I learned from the book John C. Maxwell, 360-degree leadership. I have to make myself like an adapter. You know, an adapter, when you travel overseas, you have to find an adapter. You have to be multi-adaptable, versatile. So a lot of people say, how do you cope with so many different background of people? It's so easy. Learn the skill, how to talk to people about what their needs. When you understand their needs, you're able to accommodate and adopt to how they want their journey with you, always with you in USANA. Because it's very simple. Everybody was coming and they somehow or other finding one after another obstacle, their journey will be procrastinating. Always tell them, hold their hands, I'm with you. Whatever they have gone through, I've gone through. So it's normal. It's nothing wrong, because you need them. Because these are the experience that make you a better leader. Because better leader, you need a lot of skills. You need to be, I always believe in that. You know, IQ is a thing of the past. And then we have EQ. EQ is how to understand people's needs. Tell you, I like this phenomenon about AQ, adversity quotient, because the more obstacle is just like now, then almost the entire world has clamped down, has locked down. How do we do our business? A lot of questions have been asked. So what we have created, we still want that momentum, because we have created the momentum. We have been developing the momentum for the last 10 years, and now we are riding on the momentum. And when this lockdown happens, we want to go back in learning all the things, the technical things, how to do Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, how to go about the business, still continue running the business. I've never seen so much of my team ever before, if not for this technical support from Zoom. Because now I can see all my team, whether how many hundreds of people, and just like now, over 1,100 people, I can share with you why procrastination is like a poison in the journey. Because that poison, you have to find the adequate. Because if you cannot find the medicine or cure, the procrastination will always come and sit in, whether at the beginning of your journey, whether at the middle of your journey. If 1 year you rank advanced, and second year you don't rank advanced, and third year you still finding an excuse not to rank advanced, I can tell you, procrastination has won its game. The poison has gone into your blood, and it's pretty sad when why some people, when they have nothing, when they're only already learning, they have this burning desire to go about their days getting rejection and all that. And once they have some rank and they start to tell you that they are facing difficulties, they cannot sign up people. I say, how come? You learn nothing when you first started, you have nothing, but you learn the capacity of how to sign up people very fast. And you're able to sign up people. And now you went up the rank. What happened to you? I can only blame one thing. The more serious case about procrastination is laziness. If laziness chip in, I feel so sorry for you. This industry, because of it's a home base, USANA gonna fly with or without the lockdown. How about you? Because USANA has already been supporting. We cannot we have to even work harder than before. We have to find ways and solutions how to unlock the lockdown. Because the only thing that the whole world, whatever the lockdown, it cannot lock down on Wi-Fi. And it also cannot lock down on things what we mentioned. Our mindset. Our mindset can never be locked down because this is the phenomena of being a human being. It's only when we allow this procrastination to sit in, nothing will come through. Just like I earlier mentioned, macro action and of course, micro patience. A lot of people ask me, Lucas, I've been seeing so many people, I get so much rejection. When am I going to be successful? If you are doing all the things that need to be done, and you're still seeing people telling people, broadcasting about you representing this nutrition company, I can tell you, you are doing the right thing. But then again, a lot of people, they tend to have very short patience. Patience is something for you. Still continue with a lot of massive action, but you have to have a micro patience because result doesn't show like 1 day, 1 month. Sometimes you have to even wait for a year. And there are people say that, Lucas, how come some of your people can even, rank advance in a couple of months to be gold director? And what took you so long? I took 2 whole years to become gold director. Just imagine, because I was procrastinating. I was finding an excuse. I was same like many of you because my must-win mindset was not strong enough. I still bump into a lot of obstacles. I still find excuse until I finally understand by reading a lot of books, complain, blame, and not having a mind of gratitude is delaying our success. And that kind of wake me up, And the next one I'm going to share with you, the first one is creating a must-win mindset because you're going to overcome so many things because you're going to be the change, the improved version of yourself and grow into a new you. And second, open up your learning capacity. This one, you have no excuse to procrastinate. When I first joined, I still remember the first 6 months, I was like crazy. I still remember Tuesday is a Malay talk, Wednesday is a Chinese talk, Thursday is an English talk. I attend all classes that USANA offered. Because 8 to 10, even when people say there are some people to sign up, I say no. This is where I learn because I can't stop learning because I find that when I'm zero base, my learning capacity is zero. I just have to inflate with a lot of things that able to help me. Any speaker that go up on stage, they are my teacher. I just need to absorb. And of course, when we attend all the national convention, the Asia Pacific Convention and the Global Convention, every speaker that go up, I want to become them. 10 years ago when I went to Asia Pacific Convention, it was in Hong Kong, I can tell you, every people that speak, I sit so near, whether it's on the floor, whether it's right in front of the stage, I've been chased out so many times, I don't care. Because It's about my life. I just keep telling myself, I want to be the person. I find out the person background. Then I find out all the names. I find out his strength. I want to be the person. I just have to tag along with so many people. They are my idol. After that, I'm going to find out about the person. I make friends with them. I make so many friends my early days with all the top leaders because I keep telling them, you are my idol. I want to be like you. How to become like you? Ask a lot of questions. I still remember there was one speaker coming to Malaysia. And I was sitting on the left, first person on the right, because I come so early. The talk is 8 o'clock. I start to wait at 5 o'clock because I want to be the first one. I was sitting in front. I asked so many questions until the speaker said, "No more questions from you, Lucas. I think there's too many questions from you." Because I gave my life, I sacrificed my corporate job. I have nothing left. 10 years ago, I was 43. I gave up a well-paid job because you just have to go back to one thing. I make sacrifices. If you're taking USANA and you have not made any sacrifices, USANA will be just like a tool. You may not want to. You just try and see. I don't know about you guys because I cannot try and see. Age is not the kindest thing. Time is not the kindest thing. I must succeed in USANA. So when I go into this second point about open up the capacity, it's like I must have this growth mindset instead of the fixed mindset. Because a fixed mindset is that I don't know about nutrition. How am I going to do? I was a corporate guy. When I have a growth mindset, I can learn. I can ask. I can find out. I can find books. I can find mentor. I can ask USANA. It's opened up the perspective so much. It's like the abundance of knowledge and skills is waiting for me to absorb. So I find that, wow, I have so many things to learn. I can master the skill. So it's a lot of self-talk, self-confidence, self-esteem, and of course the self-actualization that you know what you're going to achieve, what you're going to be. Because if you don't have that growth mindset, because the growth mindset is like you have to continue to learn. Because in USANA, we learn every day. I would love to be the lifetime student of life because the growth mindset will help you to see so many things. Just for your information, the more I learn, the more I find out that I do not know a lot of things. Now my biggest hobby is about books. I follow a lot of good authors. When I read the author written book, I find that I know the author personally. I find that I can become the author. I try to find out what the person thinking about writing the book. So you can be a person of another kind once you absorb into how their pattern, how they carry themselves. It's just like when I saw anyone I would like to idolize, I see how the way they walk, how the way they talk, and how the way they carry themselves, and how they carry themselves on stage. Each of every word and pronunciation they say, it actually moves me. I say, oh, this person speaks so eloquently. I want to be the person. You just imagine attending all this training. You guys, you have a lot of home training. We have home basic training. We have a lot of skill training. And of course, convention is the biggest thing. Be all over a student again, because the only thing that you can create, that you can be a better version of yourself, is that be a student, because you can't go far if you don't continue to learn. And of course, along the way, procrastination will always sit in. That's why the environment of learning is very important. And why is you need to have that learning and doing at the same time, because this business is really unique. A lot of job, a lot of career or business that you learn the whole thing and then you start the business. In USANA, we will learn so much and we put whatever we learn into action. Because if you read so many books, you have the skill. If you don't put them into action, it means nothing. It's just like you read a storybook or you go to see a movie. When you see Superman or Marvel comics or all the Avengers, I can tell you, no one come out of the movie theater and say that, see you and fly. It won't happen. Because in reality, whatever we read, we have to know the meaning of it. What is the purpose of it? When we have absorbed that the purpose is to read something that can help us to enhance our skills. How we can enhance our skills? We put the things that we learn into action. So when we find that there's so many things to learn out there, find that knowledge, skills, action is like abundance. Because only when you have the fixed mindset, you will have a scarcity. You keep telling people, I've asked many people, no one want to teach you. Who do you ask? How do you ask? How do you carry themselves? Because we must understand everyone is equal in USANA. I still remember 10 years ago when I joined USANA, except for my mentor is giving us 1 week, 2 hours of training, I had USANA company to be so dependent. I attended all the classes we offered. I asked for all advice because USANA company is going to see us grow, helping us. And whenever I have anything negativity, I'll always ask them, I'm having bad time about this. Talk to people. And of course, please talk to the right people. If you talk to people who are not growing, who are not rank advancing, you are talking to the wrong people. Because when you talk to people who are growing, who are rank advancing, you can see it's very different because they cannot afford procrastination or negativity to stick in because the journey, they will meet and they will remove them, they will meet and remove them, removing all the obstacles because you cannot have all this, I always say, noises, disturbances, interruptions. These are the things that is never in my dictionary because it disturbs the flow, it disturbs the journey. Because whatever that helps you to be successful, you'll be thankful. Whatever not so good that happened to you, you have to be forceful. Because it's like that. Life is never been a journey of smoothness. Sometimes you just have to pull yourself through and you feel like, wow, I made through the rain. Just like a person who after the last couple of years, the tsunami, when he saw the big wave of 300 feet, the one thing you have to hold on, tsunami, you hold on to the strongest tree. In our industry, we hold on to the strongest belief. Your belief will let you conquer courageously all procrastinations. Because that belief will hold us to be accountable as well once you have a team. Because you cannot be behaving the way you used to behave when you already have a team with you. Because it carries accountability. It carries responsibility. When you have so many families that already started their full-time career with USANA, with you, and they're already affording a very comfortable lifestyle, it becomes your responsibility. How to help them to maintain and even upgrade their lifestyle. Because the entire USANA journey is about abundance. We talk about what? We can continue to have robust health. 10 years ago, I don't talk like that. I don't have the energy. But after 10 years, I am 54. I'm so proud with all the energy that I have. I can share with you all. And of course, it comes with abundance of wealth. Where in the world there is a limitless of income that you can find? There's no industry. There is no ceiling. There is no max out. It's abundance. And how are you going to get the abundance of wealth? Learning, doing, try again, fall down, get up fastest. And also a lot of people ask me, Lucas, why I never saw you being down? I had our downtime too. 3 things that I do. First, I'll find a good book to motivate me back on track. Second, I use my handphone. I go to YouTube. I find my favorite. Gary Vaynerchuk will wake me up. Simon Sinek will tell me think in depth. Jim Rohn will laugh at me. So I need all these things to motivate me back on track. And third thing that I do, When I have a call, I know someone is trying to put some negative in me. I make a decision that I say I'm in a meeting. I call you back later because I was not at that threshold to try to convince another person when at that time during my downtime. So during my downtime, I have to motivate myself back on track because I wouldn't able to move forward. Because if I were to go into the downtime for too long, just like the topic today, procrastination. You will delay. You will tell yourself, you already have a lifestyle, you can afford, you can delay this 6 months or a year, don't do anything and all that. You just let it go. I can tell you, I can self-talk to convince myself I can procrastinate. Why I wouldn't allow that to happen? Because I am now riding on my momentum. The momentum of building, continue to build all the people with me from day one and building new people. Every time we build new people, every year we got new people, we got new challenge. A person still comes in to achieve their PPPS, the person still got problem rising to their leadership summit, the person still got problem rising to their silver director to gold director. All these are like repetitive. We just have to give them the confidence that we are riding on the storm with them. Give them the confidence that we are here and the company is supporting us all along the way. And of course, we reach to the final one, the third one, big goals. I can tell you, when you set your goals so big, you cannot afford to have procrastination. You have to create the desire, the burning desire to create a better life, to earn a good, healthy, happy life, and of course, create a legacy. Every morning, what wakes us up is our big, audacious goal, our dreams. Remember, procrastination kills. It will shatter all the dreams when day one from USANA, you said that you want to achieve what? You have a dream board. It will shatter the dream board. You can just burn your dream board away and kill your goals. That alone to be what achievement? Because we cannot allow that to slip in. Always believe, just like I have all the example of people. You know, I have a Emerald director last year was struggling, but I gave her all the confidence and she keep referring, asking for help, asking for guidance, and she managed to finally become diamond director after she was struggle because I keep telling her whenever you feel negative, these are the things you do. So I say that in order for you to not feel negative, go and see new people, go for cold call, go for anything, so that you will not have the redundancy mind. So you are always in action. You always will see progression because action will always give you progressions, and progressions will always give you confidence. Because if you are lack confidence and the procrastination seep into you, it's all the negativity plus together. I can tell you, your life can be a disaster with or without USANA. So always believe in one thing: be unstoppable to learn. Be intentional with massive action, believing 100% that your dream will come true. So I would love to summarize these three elements, share with you today. The number one is have must win mindset. You have to have this must win mindset. And second, you have to open up your learning capacity. And third, the big goals. With these three things, I'm sure you can defend or you can attack procrastination in the most accurate way. And I wish all of you the best of luck, and I would definitely see all of you at the top. Good luck to the healthiest family on earth. Back to you, Yipei. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. A round of applause for Lucas. Wow, just in 30 minutes, we have learned a lot from him. Okay, so If you all have something that you have been wanting to do, please action now. What Lucas said, action will give you progression. All right. So go out there and talk to the right people. All right. So now we also want to promote our next talk that is coming up. So everyone, please look at our. Let me try and share the thing now. Give me a minute. Okay. So here is it. This is our strategizing your growth plan. So it's going to happen next Monday, which is starting at 7:30 p.m. Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, Hong Kong. All this time is 7:30. All right. So make sure you tune in. Again, we know everyone wanted to come in. We are trying our best to get the higher capacity. All right. So make sure that everyone support our Asia Pacific training. Okay. So thank you again to Lucas. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.